The Fantastic Four trailer just exposed how far the MCU has lost touch. The final Fantastic Four trailer shows that Disney and Marvel gave the Thing a rock beard, turned Galactus into a car chase, and made another safe corporate version of the MCU formula. This isn't what the Fantastic Four are supposed to be, and it looks like the MCU still doesn't understand what made the Fantastic Four matter in the first place, okay? So basically, it's not even clear about how it works. You see, how does a pile of orange rock grow a beard? I mean, does he hire a mason with a hammer and a chisel to sculpt it every week? I mean, that's what we're supposed to believe now at this point. The Fantastic Four were built on science fiction with a human heart, okay? This is just bad cosplay at this point. And to make it worse, they're simply just too embarrassed to let him say his actual catchphrase. It's clobberin time. When someone asks him what time it is, instead of saying it's clobberin time, he mumbles that's not really something I say. Yes, it is. It always has been. That's the line. It's been the line since the beginning, okay? And this is the same thing they did to the Hulk, okay? Hulk smash became a background joke. Not something said with conviction, but something to be embarrassed by. And now they're doing it to the Fantastic Four, okay? And this is exactly what people meant when they said the MCU lost the plot. Characters are no longer allowed to be themselves. Instead, they're self-conscious, ironic versions written by people who treat the material like a joke or political platform. These characters used to inspire, and now they just deliver punchlines. And it gets worse. There's a shot where the team is literally chasing Galactus in a car. A flying car, regular car. That's how they're doing after the Devourer of Worlds now, with a four-door crossover and some dramatic music in the background. This is the level of Fantastic Four it's been reduced to. Galactus is one of the most feared entities of all of Marvel, and the best they could come up with is a car chase. No sense of scale, no sense of danger, just more visual noise from the MCU playbook. Now, to be fair, not all of the visuals were awful and stuff. The stretching effects on Reed, they looked okay. The fire effects on Johnny Storms aren't embarrassing, to say the least, but you can't fix hollow characters with particle effects, okay? The Fantastic Four aren't about flashy powers. You see, they're about family, personality, and how each character plays off the others, okay? Now, Johnny is supposed to be brash and flirtatious, okay? But instead, they neuter him, okay? They make him generic, bland, safe, and the team dynamic breaks down completely, okay? Now, Sue Storm, once a strong and balanced character, is now reduced to just simply giving motivational speeches, okay? One line about connecting to something bigger than yourself stands out, and not in a good way. You see, it sounds like something pulled from a Disney shareholders meeting, okay? Now, there's no emotion behind it. No weight, just empty brand. That's what the MCU has turned her into, a walking soundbite. And that's the tragedy right there, because the Fantastic Four needed her strength and soul to work. And then they hammer the word family into the ground as if it's a Vin Diesel action movie. Not through natural storytelling, but through blunt force dialogue. Okay, they say it over and over again, because they don't know how to show it, okay? It used to be clear without saying a word. Now it's being drilled into our scores, because the writing simply can't carry the message. Now, the Fantastic Four always were a family. You didn't need to hear it 10 times. You just simply saw it through how they acted. But subtlety is dead in the MCU. And now we get to the ending shot, a beam in the sky again, and this is how they're defeating Galactus. Giant glowing columns of light shooting up from nowhere. We've been here before, okay? Now, every bad superhero movie in the early 2000s used this exact visual, and Marvel's still using it in 2025. I mean, that's all they've got left, apparently. No imagination, just visual cliches that were tired 15 years ago. The Fantastic Four deserve more than this lazy nonsense, okay? Now, honestly put, Galactus' world doesn't look terrible. I mean, but the environment and color design have some effort behind them, but that's not the same as building tension or telling a story. Once pretty CGI setting doesn't save a movie, it just hides the fact that there's no substance underneath. The MCU used to care about build up. Now they throw you into a spectacle and hope you don't notice how empty it is, okay? The Fantastic Four were supposed to be Marvel's return to form. This is not it, okay? The Silver Surfer reveal is just another mess. First off, they've gender swapped the character, as you all know. Second, they've modulated the voice to the point of sounding like a GPS system and stuff. And I mean, there's no mystery, no gravitas, if you will, just another surface level change done for reaction points, okay? Look, I get it. This is supposed to be part of the multiverse and everything, okay? This is just the multiverse version of the Fantastic Four. But if that's the case, why would you make it in the first place? I mean, this is not about honoring the comics at all. It's about ticking diversity quota boxes. The Fantastic Four weren't built on politics or quotas. They were built on relationships and stakes. The MCU doesn't seem to remember that, let alone do they even care. You can hear the writers trying to be clever as well. They think it's funny that Ben Grimm or the Thing won't say his catchphrase. They think it's clever to deflect from comic roots. But guess what? It just sounds like they're ashamed of the Fantastic Four. They'd actually rather make fun of it than to embrace it. That's not at all. It's not confidence, okay? That's simply put cowardice and stuff. If you can't say it's clobberin time with pride, you shouldn't be writing this character. It's that simple, okay? That's what the fans came for. And the Rock beard makes it hard, makes another appearance at the end of the trailer. And yeah, it's still ridiculous. It's a small thing, but it represents something bigger, all right? That the people behind this don't get the character. You see, Ben Grimm, aka the Thing, is supposed to be tragic, grounded, real, not a granite hipster with a stylized goatee. Everything about this design screams, we're out of ideas. The Fantastic Four don't need reinvention at all, okay? They simply need respect, okay? Now, every second of this trailer feels like it came from a committee. There's no creative spark there at all. Just boardroom safe choices and algorithm approved aesthetics, okay? The jokes don't even land. The dialogue feels like it was just ripped from a corporate training video. The stakes feel fake, and the entire cast comes across like they were just told to play it safe and don't upset anybody, okay? And this is not what the Fantastic Four should be. You see, this is just a product, plain and soulless, okay? Now, the MCU needs a win, and they're not going to get it. You see, after failure, this was supposed to be the movie that brought fans back, but it won't. Not like this. The Fantastic Four used to mean something something big. They stood for adventure, family, and bold ideas, and now they're just a vehicle, literally, for more CGI chases and empty set pieces, okay? And people see right through it. You see, that's why the excitement is gone. That's why the fans are walking away, okay? But I mean, after all, in the end, this trailer proves that the MCU still doesn't understand its audience, or maybe it just doesn't care anymore. The Fantastic Four could have reignited the spark, but instead, Marvel treated it like just another checkbox in the content pipeline. And when that's the starting point, failure is guaranteed. The Fantastic Four are not supposed to be filler, okay? Simply put, they're supposed to be the foundation, and Marvel just poured that foundation into quicksand, basically. Now, honestly put, this movie isn't out yet, but fans already know what they're getting, okay? Ben Grimm, aka the Thing, won't say the line. Johnny Storm won't have a personality. Sue Storm will deliver lectures. Reed Richards will stare into space. Galactus will be neutered. The MCU will pretend this is what people wanted, and the Fantastic Four will once again be wasted. Now, Marvel had the chance to go ahead and make it right, but it chose the same broken formula, and there's no beam in the sky that's going to go ahead and fix that. I'm sweating right now, so yeah. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Be sure to smash that like button if you enjoy what we're sharing this video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell for future uploads and notifications, and join my Discord server in the description below. And I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, peace.